Detective Andrew McCants had spent 15 years investigating murders, disappearances, and things most people prayed they'd never witness. He was known for staying calm under pressure, the kind of detective who walked into crime scenes others couldn't stomach. But Black Pine Forest was different. The first missing persons case seemed ordinary enough. A young couple vanished during a winter camping trip deep in northern Montana. Their abandoned SUV was discovered beside a snow-covered logging road with the doors left open and the engine still running. No blood, no tracks, no bodies. Just one strange detail. Both mirrors on the vehicle had been smashed inward, as if something outside didn't want to see its own reflection. 3 weeks later, another family disappeared. Then a hunter, then 2 state troopers. Every case pointed back toward Black Pine Forest. That's when Detective McCants was called in. Locals immediately recognized the danger the moment they saw him questioning people around town. Old men stopped talking. Store owners shut their blinds early. Nobody wanted to discuss the forest after dark. At a small diner near the edge of town, Detective McCants finally got someone to speak. An elderly waitress named Clara slowly poured his coffee with trembling hands. "You're wasting your time looking for bodies." McCants raised an eyebrow. "Why's that?" "Because he keeps them." A silence spread through the diner. Even the cooks in the kitchen stopped moving. McCants leaned forward. "Who?" Clara's pale eyes slowly drifted toward the snow-covered woods outside the window. "The man in the woods." That night, Detective McCants reviewed old case files inside his motel room while snow battered the building outside. He noticed something disturbing immediately. Every disappearance stretched back over 70 years, different victims, different decades, same witness description: tall man, dark coat, pale face, black eyes, watching from the trees. Then came the final report, a journal entry written by a park ranger before his disappearance in 1987. The last line read, "It mimics voices now." The lights in McCants's room suddenly flickered, then shut off completely. Darkness swallowed the motel. A few seconds later, crunch, crunch, crunch. Footsteps outside his room, slow, heavy, moving through snow. McCants quietly drew his handgun and approached the window. At first he saw nothing beyond the storm. Then lightning flashed across the forest. A tall figure stood between the trees across the road, motionless, watching him. The detective felt something cold crawl into his chest. Instinct. Danger. Real danger. The figure's face looked wrong, skin stretched tightly over bone, its smile unnaturally wide. Then the whispering started. "Andrew." McCants froze. The voice sounded exactly like his dead mother. "Help me," another voice joined in. His younger sister, then his father, all dead, all whispering from outside his motel room. The detective backed away slowly as scratching sounds dragged across the walls. Then came 3 slow knocks at the door. Knock, knock, knock. McCants aimed his handgun at the entrance. "Who's there?" No answer. Only silence. Then the voice whispered again, from inside the room. "Andrew." McCants spun around. The man stood behind him, towering near the bathroom doorway. Its black eyes reflected no light. Its skin looked gray and rotten beneath the flickering emergency lights. And that smile. Too wide to be human. McCants fired instantly. 3 deafening gunshots exploded through the motel room. The bullets passed directly through the figure, like smoke. The creature tilted its head slowly. Then every light in the room shattered simultaneously. Glass exploded across the floor. The temperature dropped violently. Frost spread across the walls. And the thing spoke. Not with one voice, with dozens. Children, women, men, all layered together. "You cannot kill what lives beneath the trees." Suddenly McCants saw visions flooding his mind. Settlers dragged screaming into blizzards. Hunters hanging skinned from branches. Entire search parties walking willingly into the darkness as if hypnotized. And deep beneath Black Pine Forest, something enormous moving underground. Ancient. Awake. The man in the woods wasn't the evil. It was only the face the evil wore. The next morning, the motel was empty. No staff, no guests, no signs anyone had ever worked there. Detective McCants stumbled outside, exhausted and shaken. The town looked abandoned. Snow drifted through silent streets. Storefronts stood open. Cars sat empty. Then he saw the footprints, hundreds of them, all leading toward the woods. None coming back. His radio suddenly crackled. Static filled the speaker before dispatch finally broke through. "Detective McCants, are you there?" He grabbed the radio desperately. "Send backup now. This entire town is gone." Silence answered him. Then a low whisper emerged through the static. "Look behind you." McCants slowly turned. At the edge of town, standing between the trees, hundreds of pale figures stared at him from the darkness. And at the center of them, the man smiled.